Well, hello, welcome wherever you are joining us around the world. Welcome to Riyadh and welcome to a place called Boulevard World. It's like they've picked up little parts of the world and sprinkled it all here in Riyadh. We are now just days away from the iconic Day of Reckoning. This Saturday night, one of the best, one of the biggest, one of the most talent-laden cards ever put together in the history of boxing will take place. And speaking of talent, I've got a lot of talent with me. I've got a former IBF World Middleweight Champion in Darren Barker. I'm not going to stop, Darren. I'm not going to stop. I'll give you your flowers. And, of course, a giant of boxing broadcasting, Mr. Andy Clark. Gentlemen, how are we?
Very well, thank you. I mean, look, the big kid that has come out of me, looking around, it's incredible. Roller coasters, everything. Yeah, I am thrilled to be here.
We had a little walk around. We got dropped off quite far away, Andy, earlier on. It's quite good, this, isn't it?
It's great. It's great. We got dropped off by the Eiffel Tower over there, so we gave it the full Phyllis fog on the way around, which was very enjoyable. It's a great place, this, isn't it? Because sometimes with grand arrivals, the arrivals sometimes are not all that grand, but this is very, very grand.
This is quite something, Darren. Now, I'm sure you've been through you've obviously been through many fight weeks in your time. Have you ever seen anything like this to kick off fight week?
No, I haven't. This is special. The build-up is something, but the show itself is something. It's what dreams are made of. Like, look, I'm a boxing fan first and foremost. You see that card and you think, that's my Christmas present. It's something to withhold. It's brilliant, and you just got to look around. I mean, I don't know if you can see shots. It's just spectacular where we are, and it really does have that mega fight, mega show feel to it.
It's going to be a lot of fighters here, a lot of heavyweights, a lot of testosterone, a lot of, look, I'm just going to cut to it, a lot of Jarrell Big Baby Miller, who's been causing a real storm this week. What are you expecting today, Andy? Any sort of shenanigans? What do you think?
I guess it kind of depends what order they come in, because if he's in close proximity to Dubois or Joshua, then he'll try it, I think. You can't help it. It's who he is. He's the archetypal guy who could start an argument in an empty room. He's one of them, isn't he? So, yeah, maybe.
Maybe indeed. Well, what we're going to do now, we're going to go over to our MC for the evening, the one and only Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand arrivals as we get ready for Day of Reckoning, a great night of World Championship Boxing to be held this Saturday, December 23rd, from the Kingdom Arena, Boulevard City in Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We would first like to extend a big thank you to His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, Turkey Al Sheikh. This great event is presented by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions for Riyadh Season and National Events Center in association with the General Entertainment Authority, Gold Star Promotions, and Stella. It will be televised globally on DAZN pay-per-view and in the UK and Ireland on TNT Sports Box Office. Well, let's first welcome from Perth, Western Australia. He has a professional record of 41 wins, 2 defeats, 2 draws, 36 wins. Coming by way of knockout, here is Mark, the Viking Demori.
To Filip Hrgović on Saturday.
Yeah, and he's been full of fighting talk, hasn't he? I don't think he's going to wake up on Sunday morning and wonder what might have happened if he hadn't let his hands go. I think he's just going to give it a crack. He knows Hrgović is number one with the IBF, and for that reason, if he can get the win, then he jumps straight into the top of the shop, which is exactly what he's planning to do.
Well, let's bring in Mr. Mark Demori. Great to see you, Mark. Mark, what an occasion, what an event. How does it feel to be here?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I've been involved in some big shows, but this is a whole new level.
I was just saying, Mark, that you don't strike me as the kind of guy who's going to wake up on Sunday morning and wonder what might have happened if you'd let your hands go. You definitely come to fight.
No, I'm pretty sure that I need to start in 4th gear. Hrgović is an incredible boxer. I lived in Croatia 10 years. I followed his career. I know how good he is. He's got a great chin. I need to start flat out. The first few rounds are going to be to my advantage. The longer it goes, the longer his jab's going to feel punching in my face.
I hate to say it because I'm the same age. I'm 41.
Yeah.
But how much is left at 41 for you?
Maybe I'm an anomaly, I don't know, but I feel better now than when I was 21. However, I'm a little bit different in the way I take a shot. When I was young, I would just walk through them. Now I have to be a little bit smarter, a little bit more strategic about how I engage.
At the opening press conference, you talked about rupturing spleens. I've been hearing about breaking ribs in sparring and all sorts. You're really up for this, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm pretty aware that I'm not going to win this on technique. I'm going to win this on brutal power, and that's how I've managed to overcome a lot of guys that were just better than me. If you got crazy punching power, I look at Deontay Wilder. I think he's overcome some much more technically gifted guys just by having a wicked right hand. So that's the beauty of heavyweight boxing. I remember Ismail Salas, who you guys will probably know, was coaching Hay, and I said to him once, why are the Cubans such good fighters, but when they go pro, your heavyweights don't perform? He said, heavyweight boxing's about power.
So is it, for you, is this about nullifying the work of Hrgović by getting close, roughing him up, getting in on his chest and working away?
I trained in Croatia with Croatian trainers. I know their style. I call it the Soviet style. They like distance, they don't like to fight inside. And I'm quite unpredictable for them because I've studied that Western style of boxing. They throw a jab cross hook. They repeat. They're very disciplined, which is great. However, it can be predictable. I can try and read him, try and counter between those combinations.
And in terms of this opportunity, how did it come about for you? When did you get that call, and what did you think when you got that call?
Well, I've been rumoured to be in some big fights in the last few years. Corona happened, a few things, stopped it. I've been boxing in Indonesia. I won the Indonesian heavyweight title, which doesn't rank outside Indonesia, but I was still boxing. My manager called me and said, do you want to do it? And he told me how much money, and I said, that's 2 reasons why I want to do it. So yeah, why not?
That's a fantastic note to finish on. Mark, really looking forward to chatting to you this week.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have a lot to say, and you're a lot of fun at the launch press conference, and we'll let you